first I want to say something about today's society. Today's society, they're scared of everything. They're too afraid to get scared, you know. And I don't mean like, well, I don't get scared. Well, yeah, when you're watching a movie with three or four friends, the lights are on, everybody's talking, and you don't get into it, you know. I mean, you go into a house where there's nobody in there, and you rent one of the scariest movies to you, and you watch it alone, and you sleep there in the house by yourself. That's what I'm talking about, you know. Anyway, okay, let me start with one small story so you can think, so you can see what type of stories I was dealing, some type of situations that I was dealing with. I'm gonna call this one Tony's best friend. In this one, um, my best friend, well, let's call him Jaime because he didn't want me to do. I told him I was gonna do this, and he's like again. I go, yeah, man. Well, so let's call him Jaime. Okay, so one day I wanted to make sure that it wasn't me that was crazy, that I was just seeing these things. I saw somebody else see it, and I said, maybe if I can get them here, I can, they can actually see them, you know. So of course I was alone in my house. You know, my parents were migrant workers, just like I was. There was the summer, and my best friend was gonna sleep over at the house, the scary house, the haunted house, and his girlfriend Tina was gonna come over. So you know, I'm cooking because I was gonna cook something to eat and everything, making some dessert and stuff. And there's a knock on the door, and you know, it was Tina. You know, I didn't see her. I could just hear her saying to Jaime, "Hey, baby, hey." They were kissing and everything. And then I hear Tina go, "Hey, Tony, how's it going?" And I go, "Hey, nothing." You know, now she called me. I didn't see her. You know, I just heard her. You know, so Jaime comes over and says, "Hey, so you know what? We're gonna skip dinner, go straight to dessert." And I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go and take a shower. If this phone rings, just go ahead and answer because I don't have a phone in my bedroom." Okay. So he goes and does whatever he's gonna do with her. I go and I take a shower, and I know, like always, you know, the lights goes off. This is during the night. It was at night. The lights goes off. You know, and of course, in the shower curtain, you know, you can see the nails going down of a hand, big hand nails on the shower curtains, and I would look at it, you know, and I would touch the nails with my fingers, you know, but of course on the other side, and I could feel them there real hard and everything, and then things would touch me, you know, anywhere. It doesn't matter where. There was no specific place where they would touch me, but I was already used to it, you know. So they'll pull my hair when I was taking a shower and stuff. I was already used to it, you know. So anyway, um, I'm there. I open up. You know, I can't turn on the lights because, you know, it's not gonna happen. And of course, I open the door, the shower curtain, and there's an entity. And I'm wondering if I'm gonna get cut again by this thing, you know, whatever it is, because they do hurt you in some way. They have a lot of rage in them, you know. Anyway, how do you know if there's an entity? Well, you know, like the movie Predator, kind of how it looks all blurry. It kind of looks like that. But this is where your hair stands up from your back, you know, and it's there, and you're looking at it, and you know, you just don't know what to do. Anyway, I would open the door and I would leave, and normally when it appears in one area, it doesn't follow you to another area. So I already knew this. So I went to my bedroom, you know, and I could hear Jaime do his thing with his girlfriend and everything, and I was like, oh Lord. So anyway, to make a long story short, there's the phone rings at night, you know, and again, and again, and again, and I start banging on the wall, and I go, Jaime, open up the, I mean, pick up the phone, and he goes, okay. So then, you know, I hear him pick up the phone, and the next thing I know, he starts screaming, you know, like a feminine type of voice. And I'm running over there. Deep down, I'm kind of happy because just kind of more or less the type of things that I saw. You know, it's not, I thought I saw something, I thought I heard something,